Welcome back, fans and friends, for this upcoming video. I have I think one of my favorite cars, definitely, because this is one of the few ones that I have already opened. I opened it years ago, though, and everything else got destroyed since then. So it is literally going to be showcased with just the base, and that is this. As you can see there, I have a little napkin on it. It's this thing here. So this is a Maisto 1/18 scale Viper GTS-R. If you were in Europe, it would have been called the Chrysler, but in North America, it is called the Dodge Viper. So the GTS-R is basically the racing version of I don't want to say normal, but the regular version of the car. Obviously, as you can see here, the rest of the box has been entirely taken apart. And the reason for that is because years ago, I opened this, but did not remove it from the base. So there you have it. I actually do have a Lamborghini, two of them, Gallardo and a SV version of the Diablo. Both great cars. Right. And so the main reason I'm finally going to be able to open it. So copyrighted, this packaging is from 2005, so that just shows you how old these things are. Obviously they re-released them like Mattel and everybody else, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, this thing is from around that time. I think I got it from Costco, which, by the way, has an excellent F1 racing sets. Per manufacturer, I believe they do it, so you can get Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, and so on. Unfortunately, they sell out pretty fast. They're about $40 for 6 cars. So you can go ahead and do that. I'm not a huge F1 fan anymore, but still. So due to scale issues, this I use the normal screwdriver to open it. And so I will just I'll do the normal thing that I do and just go over quickly. There is the Viper on the front of the hood. Not on the hood, actually, just in front of the hood. You have plastic inserts on either side for the lights. Then you have there's inserts here as well for the running lights. Front splitter. The grill, I believe there are heat exhaust for the engine, and there as well. Windshield wipers and Viper GTS-R right across the windshield. There's the steering on the left, defrosters on the windshield, nice and clear to see even after all these years. You can see though that the plastic has sort of decided to separate. On to the left side, the only thing that tells us besides the windshield that it is a Viper is that there's no Chrysler, Dodge, or anything else. Wheel rims, nice and aluminum-like alloy rims, front and back. That plastic thing there's keeping it open. I believe I'm going to have to destroy them to get it out. You can just see that the amount of detail. For the undercarriage, we'll get into that a little bit more. I believe I'll just pop it open. So, lasted for more than 20 years. Well, this one just disintegrated, so this one's not going back. The second one, the first one, really well. Second one, not so well. Yeah, so basically the plastic hardened so much that they just popped right off. So what do I mean by that? Well, now we can open the doors. I believe, sorry, this is the right side. I jumped a bit. That's the gas cap. And you will see it's not on that side, which is, I hate it when cars don't, but we can forgive it. It's a great car. Anyway, there's Dodge. It's on the license plate, so technically it doesn't say on the car. You have Viper on the left, GTS-R on the right. There's a dual exhaust. So the point with this is the original street-going version of the Viper has the exhaust here. But for racing, they can't do that because they made some changes to the body in order for it to be a little bit more rigid and stand up to high-speed turns and some other stuff. The spoiler is sort of loose, and once again I think that's because of age, but we'll just say it's the speed adjustment. A little bit of gap underneath where the trunk normal would be in a normal car would be. It's not a normal car. Blue racing stripes hide the Viper in the middle. Lights are inserts, and they are both orange, silver, and red. That's the left side. Here's the right side. Everything else same. Into the cabin. Nice and clear rear window. Pop open the door. I do like that the mirror actually is a mirror finish. So you can just see that it's reflecting everything behind it. There's the cabin. With those nice blue bucket seats, the steering console, everything's in there. You see how loose the wheel is. Anyway, on to the right side. Like I said, except for the gas cap, everything else and the steering wheel should pretty much be identical. Originally I thought that was broken, but it's just the way it comes out with the package. And once again, Viper GTS-R and the gas cap. So there we have it. I'll pop the hood at the end like I do on my normal videos. You can just see the double clicking. It's because, I want to say it's because it's so old. Anyway, you can see here the two exhausts. They run around the back of the car, front of the car. So here we have Maisto, made in Thailand, scale 118. And it is actually, it just says there. So instead of putting it upside down, this is in fact the GT2 version where the car competed very well. There you see the Daimler Chrysler Corporation, Dodge Viper GTS. And so there we have the rear. There's a differential, transfer case, and all that wonderful stuff just underneath the shell. And then here we have the engine, the drive shaft, and the differential, the front part of it. And as you can see, the wheels turn. Now the important part is, does the steering wheel turn when you do it? A little bit. So the steering wheel does move, which is really nice. You get that. Obviously, you shouldn't use it to turn the car because you'd be throwing it down on the ground, and it wouldn't turn it very much. As you can see, the wheels turn far more than the steering wheel does. Anyway, it's really nice for a 118 model. I don't know how much I paid for this, but I don't think it was more than $14 to be sure. So as for popping the hood, unfortunately, this is all it opens. So we will be looking at it like this. It is extremely well made, even for Maisto. If you watched the video I did a week ago on the Buick Riviera, it is nothing like this. So obviously the scale is a little bit different, but you can see, I would like to believe that when they used to make things, they make it way better than they make it now. They're not looking as much for cost cutting, as much as a decent product. There you have it, with wires and everything. I believe this is the V10, by the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The upscaled version of the V8 that normally went, and it is actually called the Viper engine. So just in case I'm not confused, it's actually, in fact, the Viper engine in a Dodge Viper. So there you have it, fans and friends. One of my favorite cars, one of my favorite models. Finally, actually, because this is the only part of the package I have left, I had it on display, but obviously with everything closed for years, never gets old, never gets stale. They are still awfully loud when they do pop up, and they are rather easy to see and hear. So I thank you for watching this video. This is Thomas from Toronto, and till the next one.